Okay, I was just coming over here to do something at this table and I noticed that my foot felt wet. See? Where that fabric seam there is wet and then dry. We've got water. We've got water coming from somewhere. It's wet all the way in this corner. It's soaked. I don't know. Something else to figure out. You didn't notice anything outside?
Not.
Whoa. That looks like an electrical mess.
Doesn't it though?
Well, what happened if that gets all wet?
Well,
F around and find out?
yeah. Well, that whole corner back there is wet.
Let me see.
I just stuck my hand in there and it's damp.
Where those little wood chips are?
And you can see that they're wet.
Okay.
So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pop that panel outside off and see if I can find out where the water's leaking from. So I think what I got going on, and I can show you, but the bottom of that black thing is wet, and that's where the hose hooks up outside. So let me show you what I got going on. We'll pull this out to be sure, but I think maybe I was moving this around. Maybe this was leaking.
When did you move it around?
Well, I always pull this in here like this. Maybe that was causing the leak. But there's water in the bottom of this. I'm gonna take these screws out and pull this out just to make sure.
You think that's it? Nothing major?
I don't think so.
It's a sweet looking cyclone that pulled in last night.
All these fittings are loose.
What do you mean?
I'm tightening them by hand. Oh, it's screwed on crooked.
Everything's loose. Hey, are those the fittings that should or shouldn't be according to that Rigger RV repair guy?
Well, they did these right.
These are the right ones?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's good to know. Let me grab him some towels. Wipe that stuff up with. See, that's why I carry some utility cloths here. Hopefully these will come in handy. There you go.
I'm gonna turn the water back on once it's out to make sure I don't see any water leaks. So the whole backside of this thing is wet. So,
Yeah.
and so I just think it was maybe we've not camped this long. And so maybe it was just a deal of,
Those were a little loose on the back.
yeah.
and we've just used enough water that, I don't know, we've been here 3 nights so far.
Just, well, like if we've only been in it, we've only camped weekends, so, you know, a day or so, you know, it's not really enough to see
Okay.
water. You know, now we've been here for a week, you know, almost a week.
Well, I guess you're gonna stick your hand up through there and dry all that down on both openings, I guess.
Yeah, I'm trying to be electrocuted.
Could that have caused a...
No, I mean, these guys are on pretty weak breakers, so I mean, they're made to trip pretty easily. When you can't, you better be handy.
Hey, I know, we should get the venti and blow it down in there.
That's probably a pretty good idea.
Yeah, see, I do have good ideas sometimes. Oops. Oh, you want it right up in there?
Yeah.
Alright. Put a few towels up under there to kind of get some air up under there.
One of the bad things about this camper is there's not a ton of outlets. And our venti fan, we're trying to dry it out back there.
It's on E. We need to charge it. There's
Yeah,
nowhere to plug it. We
So-
got 2 in the kitchen, which, excuse the mess, we've been living here. One's up there above those apples, and then one's behind all that coffee maker
Yeah, but
mess
our
in the
cord is
corner.
like this long.
Right. But then we have this tower of power that runs behind the couch.
Also,
Other than that, like, that's it for this room. It'll be all right.
so the moral of the story is, and then if we haven't put together, you have a few basic must-haves you should have in your camper all times. So that's basically what I use to kind of take this apart, assess the situation, clean up the water with my little cordless drill and set of bits. And so it wasn't a big deal. I'm glad we caught it. I've actually left the panel off just so that we can keep an eye on it this afternoon. If it's evening, if it stays dry, I'll put it back on. Just want to make sure I've got the leak taken care of. So, no big deal.
Crisis diverted.
Crisis diverted.